hello there. And what you're hearing in the background is DAYM drops. Excuse me. Actually, you know what? I want to burp some more, but I don't think I can right now. I don't know. Let's see. No, I can't do it. May sound like it, but I was trying. Burp sound different. Yeah. Yeah. Out of necessity, I want to tell you a story. Last night's dream, it was an interesting dream of mine, you know. At least I liked it, you know. At least I like my dream. Yeah, at least I liked my dream last night because it was about CAREY. CAREY was at my school with the EBCV legend, the SANDMAN. Yeah, and then he got mad at the SANDMAN. Weird dream is that they were at my school for an assembly. And normally, if you remember right, the SANDMAN is the chain-smoking guy that will put you to sleep. That's why he's called the SANDMAN. Well, actually, I think he's called the SANDMAN because he originally used to have a surfboard, but then the SANDMAN become a guy that will put you to sleep. That's why they call him the SANDMAN, you know. Because he likes to drink beer, also chain smoke, and put people to sleep. That's why they call it the SANDMAN. You know, because that's the logical thing to call him, the SANDMAN. One time though, and I will get to this, a long time ago I used to hate Panera Bread, but we're going to try this again. Try Panera, not today, but like tomorrow, or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. It all depends on something. Hello there, Wesley, how you doing? Hey, I joined the Unlimited Sip Club for a 3-month free trial of Panera Bread's Unlimited Sip Club. I want to show you something. This guy, I don't know if you remember him, Wesley.
Oh, man, it was a close one.
But he goes by DAYM drops.
As far as my early gang check-in squad is concerned,
I used to watch the guy so much more than I now do. I used to watch him so much.
at first, County was strong.
Now I think he, unfortunately, I don't care if he called me a racist or not, but he is a joke. ABRC, I gotta get Sirius XM channel. You gotta get Sirius XM channel 150. I got Sirius XM. I got the app. I don't know if I had that channel, but I got the app. Busted open 24/7. Why? Because it's got good wrestling on there. Because it had good wrestling, or they got feature wrestling. Yeah, busted open 24/7. That sounds awesome. Will they have a radio play in wrestling events? I know they did that one time for Saturday night's main event, you know.
For those of you that don't know, your boy is now an official certified.
They should do that for all the major wrestling events, you know. You know, they put it on the radio as well, but of course you want to see the action on TV, but I want to hear it on the radio just in case, you see. I want to just, one of these days, I want to hear wrestling on WQBE. That's what I want to hear too, on Saturday night, you know.
And if you're down after your first day,
hopefully not ASW though. Also, I forgot to tell you, I dreamed about Drew Carey and the ECW legend, the Sandman. At least it wasn't ECW legend Shane Douglas. Or It's Wrestling Podcast, Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, Dolph Ziggler, and who else? Oh, Mark Henry. That's nice. It's Wrestling Podcast. Okay, that sounds good. I got did they do questions on there? Also, yeah, my dream last night was about Drew Carey and the Sandman, the ECW legend, the Sandman, getting into an argument at a school assembly at my school, which made, I think, in my dream, that would have made us the top school in the state right there. That happened in real life. Imagine Drew Carey coming to your school in West Virginia instead of where he's from, you know, from Cleveland, Ohio. And yet Drew Carey showed up to your school assembly and then gets an argument with the Sandman. Yes, you can call in. They are live now. Okay, good. Also, he was talking about you can call into them. Okay, that's nice. But anyway, yeah, my dream was, you gotta listen to this Drew Carey. Now, I don't know if you think this is awesome or not, but Drew Carey, out of all people, gets in an argument with the Sandman from ECW at the school that I used to go to, Winfield High School. Now, for those who don't know, that sounds like a bad fate to start with the Sandman. Drew Carey starting an argument with the Sandman sounds stupid, but I don't know. You never know. That may be entertaining. I still want Tony Cavalier at my event, you know, at my wrestling event. I want him to guest star, you know. Yeah, you get it because I guess it's gay or something. Don't worry, I won't kick him. I'll let someone else kick him.
It's just one of the reasons.
No, not because he's gay, but because he wanted to do wrestling, hopefully. Probably because he won't tell the weather right, you know.
Yeah, I'm mad amped about that. I got this little, you know, AI video over here playing off to the side that I threw together. Folks all pumped up. And shout out to
that does look AI on the...
So you know, if you're moving to Connecticut, or you're in Connecticut, and you're looking to sell your home, you're looking to buy your first starter.
I bet you gotta get in trouble for that one day.
Hey, slide up in my email, please,
My good agent for sale.
You can check out my website.
Since when did he become like a real estate agent?
www.DamePatterson.com.
I don't remember that.
If that link's not forwarded you to the official address, it is DamePatterson.MGARealty.com. And just go ahead and check out some of our...
Well, he'd get more popular if he had he must be moving up in the world. Unfortunately, he acts so stereotypical. I'm not saying why he acts so stereotypical, because that make me look like a racist, but he just acts stereotypical. He acts like every stereotypical African American that likes food so much and makes love to it, probably. God damn. That parking lot looks like West Virginia. Crumbling. Just a little bit. If I would have gone there to say, okay, I'll fix your goddamn roads, but here's the problem. You can't fix all of them. You gotta take time. But still, remember that, people. Roads, Rome and its roads weren't built in a day. Neither was any other city. Yeah, Rome was not built in the day, even though technically it should have been. It was built one day, but not built in a day, you know, because it's Rome. Because they had to build up and conquer, and build up, and then conquer, and then kill Christians, and then crumble because they failed, and then become Italy, but then they were in the Renaissance, and then became fascist Italy, which is suckish, and then they became Italy. Yeah. Napoli. Then when the moon is sure, I like a big pizza, but that's some more.
You should have known, boo-boo. I want spicy. We don't do nothing less than defense around
Day, like can't turn, tell us he's gay. When the moon is sure, I like a big pizza pie, that's some more. Yeah. When the moon hits your like a big pizza pie, that's
alright, I like to hear it. Okay, get on the receipt too, please. Bottom, the receipt piece. What you talking about, receipt piece? So you get the Takis Fuego meal, spicy chicken, like the Spice Can, Takis Fuego fried, the medium vanilla frosty, because the meal itself is $11.79. They gave me an upcharge of 30 cents. I got the frosty, I guess. The total came up to $12.09, 89 cents a tax piece. $12.98, y'all. $12.98. The Fuego bag for Wendy. So the branding game is insane.
What did Wesley say? Oh, he was just sharing me the Sirius XM to launch first ever 24/7 pro wrestling audio channel. Nice. I bet they already did that though. Anyway, hello there. Welcome back, Wesley. You're missing this this African American, so I can't call him a black guy, you know. Did you get the notification, BRC? Yes. Did you hear about my dream from last night? Yeah, I dreamed about Drew Carey and the ECW legend, the Sandman, getting into an argument at my school. It was at an assembly, so it should have been alright, you know. It was. Wouldn't that have been awesome if Drew Carey, you know, from The Price is Right, and the Sandman came to your school and had an argument, you know, like in a wrestling ring, you see, and then they start fighting, and the Sandman won because he's the Sandman, because he put people to sleep.
Before we even get into
Yeah, and also originally he was called the Sandman because he was a surfer dude. Are you going to the wrestling show at the regatta? I will try. He got a leak that doesn't have Shane Storm in it, does it? No, I will try.
Before we get into the Takis, spicy chicken.
If it does have Shane Storm, I'm just gonna protest, you know, over the, I'm actually gonna hold up a sign
Okay, so
saying stuff, you know. Like, Shane Storm was friends with a guy that looked like Charles Manson. But that was Rocky Rage. I don't know if you remember Rocky Rage or Rocky Harden, but I don't know who's worse. Shane Storm or Rocky Rage, but anyway, other than that, yeah, my dream last night, and I will say this one more time at the top of my lungs because I like this. Yeah, Drew Carey and the Sandman from EBCV got into an argument, got into the ring, I guess, started fighting, and the Sandman won because, well, the Sandman's gonna win because he will put you to sleep, and yes. I know Drew Carey was in the WWF during that Royal Rumble, but he didn't last long now, did he? You know? Yeah. I heard Mike Myers, not my teacher Tina Myers, but Mike Myers, the actor, when he did the Cat in the Hat movie, he was just being obscene, obnoxious, behind the scenes, you know, being a diva, I think they said, and of course that movie didn't do good as the Grinch. The Grinch that stole Christmas, you know, which had Jim Carrey in it, okay, and not Drew Carey, you see. Yeah, but then again, I like how the Grinch stole Christmas. The Grinch is awesome because at the end he became awesome because he looked green. And I know that sounds racist, but remember, the Grinch looks like a werewolf, but of course he doesn't kill people, so that defeats the whole purpose of a werewolf. You know.
You a naughty little thing.
Yeah, you're a naughty little thing. You're a naughty looking thing. Sorry, I was trying to act like him, but I can't act totally like him because that'd be stealing his ideas and plus that'd be racist. It's actually, you're a naughty looking thing. That sounded like in between a serious British person and a black guy together. I know, I shouldn't be acting like a black guy, but you know, he's just making it too easy for me. Black. Yeah. Oh, god damn. It's what he should be saying, but of course the YouTube probably won't let him say that because he's monetized. I want to be monetized by YouTube, but I also don't want to be monetized by YouTube at the exact same time.
The talking powder. That chili lime over Wendy already crispy fries. It's nice and hot. And they made up fresh with but the flavor, that tangy hot in your mouth. A little bit of heat on the fries too. This is the devil. You got
gay. I'm just kidding, he's not gay. He must be happy like that type of gay, you know, he must be happy. Like that type of gay, yeah. Yeah, but then again, I don't know about the other gay, you know. I don't know if he's gay like that, you know. One time, I was watching the Robot Chicken video, and I guess they were parodying Sesame Street, and I guess Bert and Ernie you know, but they get a reputation, I guess, of them being gay. Guess what? The Cookie Monster and some other Sesame Street Muppet or whatever, or puppet, sorry, said they're not really the Muppets, you see. I guess we're gonna give them a gift, but I guess they thought they were having sex, but they were just you know, playing with rubber duckies and also some other stuff, you know. I thought it was funny. And then the Cookie Monster's like, I think we should just leave him alone. That sounds like Mr. Krabs more, doesn't it? Cookie! Maybe we should just leave him alone.
Chili lime sauce, creamy corn spread, and a cheddar cheese sauce to create a
that sounds better, yeah.
Equal parts spicy, crunchy, and savory. Say less.
Yeah, Cookie Monster. Yeah. Because he likes the cookies. I would be a Cookie Monster too, but of course there's already a Cookie Monster. I guess I could be the MILF Monster. I'm just kidding, don't say that. What, don't you like it, or is it just spicy? Fuck. Probably what you're thinking. I don't like the look on his face. He might not like it. I don't know why I keep getting...
I was really hoping that you know what it is? Maybe they should...
Oh, that hurts my eyes.
The great idea to put the Takis crunchy corn chips over it, because that they give, I mean, an extra crisp to the sandwich, a nice variation of the spicy heat level combined in off of the spicy breading on Wendy's chicken sandwich.
Last night I went for a walk.
That over tangy,
I was so creeped out
flavor of the chili
because I guess what was night, someone else was walking. I don't think he would hurt people because he, I don't know, you never know, he looked muscular though. Be careful when walking at night.
With your chili lime Takis that already kind of have the flavor, it becomes an overkill, and the dosage on it, it just leaves a very bland taste as you chew it. You no longer enjoy it. You no longer enjoy it where it was supposed to be. I had high hopes for this one. I had some high hopes for this one. Like, for those fries were
at least I didn't walk out early in the morning, you know. But still.
Like, these fries, I don't even want them to leave the menu. Wendy's, your fries, your Fuego fries are truly Fuego. These are fire joints right here. Great combination of the Takis dust powder over your fries that are already good, but it doesn't work for your chicken sandwich. So your fries, they're 20 on the money. Your chicken sandwich, a one and you're done, son. A one and you're done. That's not what we do here. I wanted to love it. I love the branding. I love the fact that adults get to play a little bit and you get directed to shake up the bag and get the powers on. I love all that about it. Hell, I love the fact that I get a little bag of Takis afterwards. Just like a little light snack to add some more heat that I already got going on in my mouth. I like that. I like that. These are the spicy joints too. These are the Fuego joints too.
And you ate that joint. And yes, you one time.
Don't play yourself on that power. Look.
I guess they.
All in all, when you said.
Yeah, they were I don't want to say this.
And
I was originally going to say we were playing past the joint in school, but of course that joint wasn't marijuana or cigarettes. I guess it was tinfoil or some message, and I didn't know what they were meaning. I guess it had messages, I don't know. Who the hell knows? I know.
Maybe you're a lover of it, and you like that zesty tang all in your mouth, and it plays well with your spicy chicken, maybe.
And I put it up to my mouth. I thought it was like that, but of course I was just pretending.
I mean, aside from Old Bay
Good thing no one else saw me, you know.
Then it's different over here when you're like that. I don't care for the sandwich. That's just me being real. Alright, fam. I gotta get back to the crib.
Earlier this morning, though, I was looking at EBCV, and apparently they now deleted a post, a junior in a Speedo. And I guess the Speedo is becoming popular, but I find that interesting if the Speedo is becoming popular. The Speedo really shouldn't become popular. The thong should become more popular than ever. But of course we can't have that. Or at least, you know, we don't like that anymore. Well, you know, there's a thing called sex and you're going to learn about one day. Whether it's from porn or accidentally watching your parents do it, you know, or whatever. But remember, that was by accident. Or whether it's watching porn again, and again and again and again. You know, which is interesting if you watch the same, which sometimes I'm not going to say it on here, but sometimes I watch adult films. Actually, all the time, but still, but that's because I'm not in a goddamn relationship where, you know, I can't. You know, because, well, you know, they get mad at me, you see. But right now, I'm going to watch porn, whether you like it or not. Yeah. As of this moment. Alright, man, let me try to find another video for y'all.
Yes, welcome back to Eat Local. Today, we're at a James Beard Award brunch. This is Bacon, Bubbles, and Brunch at the Chicago Athletic Association. We covered this event 2 years ago for Number 52. We have Eat Local now. We gotta get inside. Yeah, let's go in the feast.
Yeah, I joined the Unlimited Sip Club. Yeah. I want that bacon. Yeah. I want that bourbon or whatever it said. Yeah. I want to go to this. Yeah. Bacon, brunch, and bubbles. Bacon, lunch, brunch, and bubbles. Brunch. Bourbon, mimosa, chicken, bacon, shit, I want to sing that song. Orange juice, strawberries. Fuck yeah. And when I tried mimosa, it was at Cracker Barrel, and it tasted more like bitterness until they put the orange juice in it. Yeah. The bean. Hell yeah. Meet up.
Friend Dario from the 77 Flavors of Chicago podcast. Awesome friend. Go check out his podcast. Him and his girl Sarah are the best.
Fuck yeah. Drew Carey and the Sandman were in my dream last night. Yeah. The Sandman won against Drew Carey at my school.
Unbelievable. This is from Chef LeVar Moore, and it's Neiman Ranch certified Angus beef, prime grass-fed ribeye with scrambled eggs.
I think Drew Carey should just stick to the Price is Right.
I'm trying to think if we've had caviar on the show.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure you've had.
Do some caviar at Alinea for number 6 cheese. The take-home foil sauce. This looks insane. Wow, dude. I've never had caviar, eggs, and steak before. Yeah, me neither. First part of the day.
Caviar. Weird. I think I've had fake caviar. Let me explain. At a buffet I've had it when it was still in Selfridge. It was a Chinese buffet though. And we know.
With the eggs, it just kind of tastes like a little salty punch. You wouldn't even really know. Yeah, that one there.
Probably gotta be fake caviar. I hate to say that about it. Still good though. It was on their sushi though. Might have been something else though. I don't know. You never know.
How cool did it be? Thanks everybody watching. If we didn't have somewhat of an audience, I'm sure we wouldn't be getting these invites. So really appreciate everyone coming through, watches, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, we want to do stuff, man. Also shout out to the Ace Public Relations that
I'm shirtless right now. So that's why you don't see me like John Cena. Yeah. Pork chop lollipops. Lollipop. Lollipop. James Beard. Comes with a handle. Fuck yeah.
We've got from Chef Sarah Stegner at Prairie Grass Cafe, Neiman Ranch lamb lollipop, pistachio pesto, and herb hollandaise sauce. Get real, people. Get real. A little different than the Burger King we have on the other channel. Honestly, when it comes to like handheld eating opportunities, this over popsicle all day. Meat popsicles. Yeah, meat popsicles. Stop. And then the big camera, because we got it. Look at that cook on that meat right there. Meatsicle. Cheers. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that perfect. Let me crank this down for you guys. Look at that nice medium rare. Bam. Those sauces are ridiculous. Oh, yeah. I feel like the last time we did this was in Palatine. We cheered some tomahawk steak. Yeah.
When I go on that Stern Wheeler,
we're having a very romantic time.
that's gonna be an interesting day.
So romantic.
Oh, man. This is crazy good.
When I go to Panera Bread, it's gonna be interesting too. Because originally I hated Panera Bread. Let me tell you why, because they had healthier options back then, even though they weren't really healthy, you know. Now they got every option, unhealthy, healthy, soup, mac and cheese, some sandwiches, which I don't know if I would like or not, but still. Some drinks that I may or may not like, some fountain drinks that I definitely know damn well I will like, you know, because they're fountain drinks. Because they're Pepsi product. Yeah.
Okay, now we've got from the Soul and Smoke crew, Chef DeAndre Carter and Heather Bublik with their waffle-crusted pasture-bird chicken with crisp verbal barrel-aged maple syrup, Neiman Ranch bacon and heirloom grits, finished with Jardigan fresh summer truffle and Chicago-style smoked Neiman Ranch rib tips with original barbecue sauce. Are you kidding? The name was long probably have. They might be longer than I reviewed. That's true. Wow, this is a one-biter, too. Yeah, a little chicken waffle, spoon skew. Make sure I get it all. There it is. Cheers. Whoa. That is ridiculous. That was...
If you didn't know, Cleo is a cash event where you can get up to $250. Now I know what you're thinking, what about my credit? But there is no credit chaser.
That felt like an entire meal in a bite. Wow. That was the appetizer, the entree, and the side. Yeah, I was dancing all over my tongue. We're like how we talked about when growing up, people were like, pretty soon there's going to be a pill you can take as a full meal. That was basically the closest we're getting to that. That was a meal. That is so flavorful. Oh, I love that chicken was so tender. That's one of the best bites of food I've had in a long while, man. Alright, can we get into these ribs? Yeah, well, we got a second thing from DeAndre Carter. Yeah, the total smoke brew is cool. I truly don't know what bite I like the best so far. Yeah, right? It's a good problem to have. All freakishly good. Chicago style ribs. Cheers. I keep laughing. Why is the food so tender to the record? You guys have to understand. They're feeding a huge group of people. I don't know how they're doing this. Restaurant quality. So you can even close this great. This is actually restaurant quality. It's so tender. We're not at Chili's. That's their barbecue sauce, right? Yeah. I got a shot. They have a bunch of sauces. It literally just falls right off the bone. Man, there's like little tiny bones in there. You can eat right around it. There's something about standing and eating a little bit of food throughout the day at an event that I love so much. I just love the trying a bunch of stuff. I feel like everything we ate here, I could eat as my sole meal for the rest of my life. But it's all phenomenal. I would love if, you know what happened to Corey? There was a spell that came over. He had to have caviar and eggs and steak for the rest of his life. I'd love to see you eating that too, with a can of Natty Light. Wow. Yeah, we just have a can of champagne. At an event like this, they had Natty Light. Oh my god. Or even at least the champagne of beers. These are my highlights. Yeah, dude, I think that any day of the week. When's the last time you saw me and Corey drinking rosé champagne? Probably this one time. Yeah, it might be the first time. Or maybe 2 years ago when we were here. Without orange juice in it?
Oh, dude. I thought you said you didn't have alcohol. Listen, they got screwdrivers.
Oh, no, Charlie. It's orange juice. It's about orange juice, like the mixer? Yeah, people drink it.
Everything is the best it could have been. Like at an event, you know what I mean? How could you have done all 4 of those dishes better? I don't think we could have. Yeah, I hope all those restaurants that we just ate from see this and then invite us to come through and do. I want to do food reviews there now. Or walk around, film cooking and serving us. We have camera. We'll make it happen.